top two signals are the primary and secondary to sensor for bank 1, primary and secondary for bank 2. Now, while we wait for the cap to warm up, you can already see that because they're about the same age, there's a lot of activity on the secondary O2 sensors, which you shouldn't see. But the performance of the catalytic converter, when he lets off the throttle, we'll see the performance. You can already see it here. The performance of the bank 1 cat is better than the bank 2 cat because it is dealing with the hydrocarbon oxygen in the catalytic converter better here, running rich longer than it is here. All right, let it go. Idle. So now we're going to see less activity on the secondary in bank 1 than we do on bank 2. So you can see initially they will run rich, and this is saturated still for a longer period of time than that. So there are two criteria for judging catalytic converter performance. One of them is once they are saturated with hydrocarbons, how long before it's depleted to where you see oxygen again, in which case we have this time span here. Compare it to this one here, you can see it was running rich for a shorter period of time before it went lean. That's the efficiency of the catalytic converter there. Then you can compare signal frequency for the primary to the secondary, and you can already see the secondary here on bank 2 is fluctuating a lot more than bank 1 in comparison to the primary. So the primaries are responding to fuel metering, going lean rich, lean rich, lean rich. But you can see the time duration for each time the catalytic converter is saturated. Hang on. The time for which the secondary catalytic converters are saturated, you can look at this duration here. All right, see the duration here of it being rich, 0.67. Well, it dipped there, but it's up here, 0.7, 0.8 for a longer period of time. Look what bank 2 is doing. Bank 2 is fluctuating that right the whole time. So this is indicative of the fact that bank 2's converter isn't effective. It's not working. Bank 1, look at bank 1 staying rich the whole time. Now earlier when we had to rev it up, because it had cooled down, it wasn't working efficiently, and you don't let these sit idle for a long time. They will cool off and be less efficient. So that's just proof right there that we need a catalytic converter here. Now, we wouldn't be able to see these if the O2 sensors were malfunctioning, because these signals wouldn't be right. We would also have